So just after the jump in the Turnbull, and this pretty much sets the scene. Harlem wide, pushing forward, remembering there was a huge headwind that he had to work into, and he does just a power of work. His run is enormous in the end, I think, and I'm not sure if that's going to be recognised by the experts in terms of their summaries, but and he cops a bit of a squeeze late as well. Kingswell Dream jumps well and gets into a pretty good spot, to be fair. I think he's probably had almost the run of the race. I know it looks like he's in a bit of a crowd towards the end, but I'm finding it hard to find an excuse for him. Superstorm and King of Leogrance, the draws sort of dictated that they head well back from the jump, and that's where they head, and that probably makes life hard for them at the end of the race, as you'll see. What else? We had Master of Wine in here, who I'm glad that I didn't take the shorter price. I think he got into around 8s at the jump, and I was happy to have him in the exotics, but I couldn't come into him at that shorter price. So if we just push on through the run, this is where what we see for the majority of the run up to the turn. Harlem just doing a power of work into that headwind. Hard to say whether he could have taken a sit in behind. It didn't look like it. I think he jumped so well he probably didn't have any option but to push forward with him. Kingswell Dream just looks to have run of the race in behind there, gets cover from the headwind, and getting up to the turn just looks like he's in a great spot. Pattern pretty much stays the same. You can see Superstorm and King of Leogrance at the back, Master of Wine midfield, and Kingswell Dream just sitting here outside Toffee Tongue. A little bit further on, we see the shape of the race doesn't change that much. They do start to crowd as they get to the turn. Harlem's still punching out hard here. I think Ocean X has probably had a good hit out with what she's got in store heading into the Melbourne Cup. Kingswell Dream's still in a super spot. Very Elegant starts her run here, and she's ultra impressive winning this because she started that run from a long way out, and Finch was equally pretty good on that basis as well. He was flushed out wide, no cover, and started quite a long run. Superstorm just probably, as you'll see, doesn't finish too far off them at the end, but was too far back and running, and King of Leogrance the same. Into the straights, or coming off the bend into the straight, Harlem still massive. He's done all of the work up front. You'll see Ocean X drop off pretty quickly, and as it starts to pan out, Superstorm had Very Elegance back, so she's done an enormous job to win here, and it looks like she was left a bit flat-footed. Superstorm, or he was, sorry. When the sprint went on, King of Leogrance looks like he's in touch as well, but first up probably just got found a little bit fitness-wise, and that sharpness. Kingswell Dream again just looks to be in a great spot. Again, I'm trying to find an excuse for him, but I'm not sure I can. Toffee Tongue goes past him on the fence there, which is for me, that probably is a bit of a tell. I couldn't jump in at Toffee Tongue. Her price caught my eye, given that she's a pretty good, was a pretty good filly now and there. I thought her previous run wasn't that flash, and just couldn't find her. I wish I did in the end, but anyway. Harlem's still sticking on here, and he probably looks like he's going to, and I thought he would just fade right out of it here, given the run that he had, and that Kingswood Dream would get past him. But Superstorm back here, you can see he was on the tail of Very Elegant, just coming off the turn, and she's sprinted really quickly. I haven't had a look at the sectionals, but I'd say she's done a massive job from where she started her run. King of Leogrance, well back, but I think he does enough in the end. Going forward, you might say here that Ocean X came back into Kingswell Dream's lap. That's the only excuse I can find for him. He does duck back to the inside and gets inside her. Superstorm's still coming. Master of Wine does a good job, I think, for further. But if you look at this here, they're all going past Kingswell Dream, Superstorm, Master of Wine. I'll just go back to where Harlem gets squeezed out here if you just watch, Finch just rolls in, stops his running. So again, you'd probably think that he may just drop out there, but he really picks himself up again and gets going. Kingswood Dream still can't get past him, which is a bit of an indictment, I think, on him at the moment. It might come back to haunt me, but I'd have to think very hard about following him again into another race. King of Leogrance does a good job, as did Superstorm finishing off there, but it was a disappointing result for us all up. We complete wipe, and I can't find too many excuses apart from Harlem. I think Superstorm, King of Leogrance just got too far back, and yep, Kingswood Dream. Don't know. Not sure if I could go into him again, but we'll have to wait and see where he finishes up.